I've gathered some posts from people with varying experiences of social anxiety.
What about this?
Social anxiety. You're not the problem, the world is.
Whether you're an introvert, someone questioning their own social behavior, or you're dealing with societal expectations, I've got stories in this video that are going to resonate with you. And by the end of this video, you're not only going to understand social anxiety from several different angles, but you'll also be able to take home some actionable tips to help you manage and overcome.
Yeah! Okay.
So if you're ready to dive into the complexities of social anxiety, go ahead and hit that like button and let's get started. I'm happy my parents raised me how they did, but I hate it because I real life have social anxiety and do not like talking to people. I feel puzzled after this post. I feel like we're missing a lot of context. How did your parents raise you? They raised you in a way that you liked, but you also give them the blame for your social anxiety because of how they raised you? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter, but this line of, I real life have social anxiety and do not like talking to people, I feel like that's a big clue. And maybe they do struggle with social anxiety. I'm not saying that they don't. Maybe they do, and a symptom of that is, they dislike talking to people because they fear that those people are going to judge them. But it almost sounds like they're saying, I don't like talking to people, therefore I must have social anxiety.
Yes, but that is not the case here.
Social anxiety is the fear of being judged in a social situation and not the fear of. Can
you elaborate?
This should go without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyways. If you're introverted and have social anxiety, struggle with social anxiety, that does not mean you are an
I feel pretty sure that I'm not an
I know, that's what I'm saying. You're not. Would I be considered a if I struggle with social anxiety?
Yes.
Tate, shut up. Most people, I think, wouldn't consider you as weak, or as how you elegantly described it as a if you struggle with social anxiety. But there will always be those people ready to hate, pounce on you for every little thing you say and do. Those people never go away. I can also tell that this person probably does really struggle with social anxiety because their question in this post is asking what others may think of them, aka fear of judgment.
It is not a sign of weakness.
I'm gonna do my best to read this one, but wow, I just can't stand how this is written, but here it goes. I hate who be mean to their family but have social anxiety with strangers and be nervous around they ops and never talk crazy to them. You scared of the wrong monkeys, monkey. I feel like my IQ just went down. No hate if you're not the best at grammar, but I feel like this is just neglecting how to actually talk.
No, just stop. Just stop doing it. You're going to drive me crazy.
Ignoring the grammar and the tone of this, but let's say there is a person who is mean, argumentative with their family, but around strangers, they kind of go into social anxiety mode. I'd say there's two reasons for this. One being their family, they're comfortable around them, so they're more comfortable to kind of express how they feel around those types of people. And number two, they're probably expressing how they feel because they're projecting their own feelings onto them, and they have no other way of releasing that, or at least they don't know of another way of releasing that. So they probably don't even know that they're doing it. It's just kind of, this is how they get their release, being mean, rude to your family, and you don't do it to strangers because you don't know who they are. The fear of judgment comes in. Whereas you're kind of comfortable with your family. I'm not saying this is right, but it's common. And Michael Scott does this in an episode of The Office.
You burned your foot on a Foreman grill.
Okay. What does this look like to you, Stanley?
If you watched my last video featuring Kobe Bryant, you probably heard me say, you bring awareness to it, allow yourself to feel it, and then process it. If you don't do that, those feelings that you're sweeping under the rug are eventually gonna manifest into something nasty. In this case, yelling at your family and the people that you love. Work through your crap. Life's too short. Tell your parents that they gave you social anxiety and made you doubt yourself. This won't help you at all.
There ain't no way No way.
Maybe your parents are the reason for your social anxiety. Maybe you didn't get the love and support that you needed, and therefore you felt neglected, and it kind of grew into the social anxiety about how other people felt about you. Doesn't matter, because telling them this will not be beneficial to you. 100%. I promise you, it will not. It's bullying. You're bullying your parents. And why do that? That's not what I mean. I mean, find a way to move forward. I really want to go check out this indoor rock climbing place, but my social anxiety is making it really hard to go alone. It is really hard, I agree, but it's not impossible. See what these people did by taking the leap and doing that scary thing anyways. See what happens. I've been pushing myself out of my comfort zone despite my social anxiety all year, and I feel like people are really starting to see me as an actual person. It's such a great feeling. When I tell you I for real can talk to anyone because of working in customer service, like, my social anxiety is gone. Finally, some posts of hope and ones that don't make me cringe. But this is exactly why I do what I do. I want to see you with this feeling. I want you to experience what this guy went through, what that feeling is. Because I promise you, it'll bring you to tears when you feel it. Tears of joy. I think I'm finally breaking up with my boyfriend. We got into a fight and he made fun of my social anxiety and said I was just lazy and attention seeking. When I started crying, he was like, "Oh, not this again." And it made me feel a million times worse. I think I might ghost him, to be honest. We may be missing context here. Who knows? Probably. Doesn't really matter. But if someone, especially your mate, is making fun of you for your social anxiety or any sort of mental health struggle,
Bye, Felicia.
yeah, get out of there. Get out. Hello, everybody. So this is Kyle the editor here. And as I was editing this video, I figured out it's way too long. So this is actually kind of the first half of what was going to be a full video. So this is the end on this one. But I'll have one coming up shortly with more stories, more focused around social anxiety myths. Or are they? I guess you'll have to watch the video to find out.